I want to teach you how you can activate and open your third eye, how you can see spiritually. If you watch this video to the end, you're going to get the systems that you can apply, the different techniques that you can apply so that you can be able to prophesy accurately, so that you can be able to see the future, so that you can be able to see the past, so that you can be able to see angels, so that when you are prophesying to people, or maybe you want to know something about somebody, you'll be able to see it in a vision clearly so that you can be able to describe it to the person. So in this video, that's what I'm going to teach you, okay? So stay with me. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can just comment and I'll answer you. When it comes to opening the spiritual eyes, or the third eye, like I usually call it, one thing you need to understand is that false beliefs will hold you down. So if you have any false belief, it will affect your practice and you won't be able to get results. So there are people that have thought and within 2 weeks, they could see visions. But some people, their false beliefs just hold them down and they're not able to get it. But the moment they remove those false beliefs, immediately they see a vision, clear vision about anybody, about the future, the past, anything. Once you can open your third eye, you can get any kind of information that you wish, that you want to know. What are some of these false beliefs that will stop you from activating your spiritual eye? Number one, when you think third eye is demonic. If you have that thought, it's going to hold you down. Third eye is not demonic and third eye can never be demonic. Third eye just means the next eye, the other eye, the mind's eye. Those are simple things. So if you're like, oh, no, I don't want to use my third eye, I want to use my spiritual eyes. It's the same thing. Until you remove that false belief, you won't be able to prophesy. You won't be able to get information. You won't be able to activate your third eye properly. You'll be stuck. So third eye is equal to spiritual eyes. What's the second false belief? Imagination is rubbish. Some people think, if I can imagine it, then it's rubbish. I cannot see it in my imagination. If I see it in my imagination, it's nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. It is real. But you won't know until you start using it. I can imagine now that you are watching me on YouTube, your phone is in your right hand, and the person can message me and say, yes, it's in my right hand. Good. Some people watching this video, in my imagination, their phone is in their left hand. Some people are holding it with their 2 hands. It's all in my imagination that I'm seeing it, but it's correct. You can see in your imagination that someone has 2 dogs, and it's true. When you ask them, it's true. Where did you see it? In your imagination. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So as long as you believe that whatever you see in your imagination is rubbish, you won't be able to activate your third eye. Because third eye is actually imagination and visualization. Okay? Number 3, faith is enough. Another false belief that you have that can stop you is when you think that faith is enough to activate your third eye. Faith is not enough to activate your third eye or your spiritual eyes. Faith is too small. Faith is good. It helps you to move. But faith is not enough. What you need is you need to believe that there are some workings involved, some formulas. And once you do these formulas and you believe the formulas, it will work for you. Stop thinking that you just have faith and something is going to happen. All these things that they are teaching in your church, just have faith, you'll be healed. It's a lie. And that's why they've not been healed. Just have faith, something will happen. No, there are some workings involved. Once you understand those workings, it will work. Do you understand? Another false belief that you need to remove, it will appear like a TV. That's a lie. False. It will never appear like a TV. Because when you are seeing a vision, it doesn't look like you're looking at a screen actually. It looks like you are there, like you're walking in a cinema, but it's in front of you, but it's not like you're watching a TV. No. It's not like you're reading a newspaper. No. Do you understand? So once you know all these things now, what else? There's more false beliefs that you need to remove if you want to prophesy accurately. But to get that, you need to message me, reach out to me, and I'll teach you personally. But this information is free on YouTube so that you can still piece 1 or 2 things together to help yourself. Now, let's go to third eye. Activation techniques. What are those techniques that you can use to activate your third eye? You can use breathing. There are breathing techniques that you can use to activate your third eye. You see, just thinking that, oh, let me visualize or let me imagine, it won't work. You can't just visualize or imagine something. You can only visualize when your third eye is working. already, so you can just visualize. But if you need to build it up, what do you need to do? You basically need to do some breathing techniques. There's a particular way you will breathe that the energy will transfer into your spiritual eye and it will open. There's a particular breathing technique that you need to follow. There's a rhythm that you need to follow. If you follow that rhythm, I know the rhythm, I'll teach you if you reach out to me. I know the rhythm, I know how it works. But how it works is that this energy goes from the Lord, from the, wherever you are, because the Spirit of the Lord is present everywhere. It flows and goes into your spiritual eyes. That is how it is. All this I'm talking about, within 2 weeks, you should be able to get it. 2 weeks is enough. Well, if you don't like my system, you can go and pray for 7 years, if you like, because there are systems out there that will say you should pray for 24 hours every day for the next 7 years. No, with my system, within 2 weeks, you should be able to get it. It doesn't take that long. 2 weeks. It doesn't take long at all. So it's a system. So once you breathe in a particular way, you can activate your third eye. Definitely. Number 2, you actually need to eat properly. Yeah. You need to eat properly and be healthy. Contrary to the other school of thought that they say you should use fasting. If you use fasting, you will not need to be using fasting. But with my own system, once you've known it, you don't need to do anything again. You've already known it. You can do it anytime. Why? Because you only need to remain healthy and you need to eat properly. So once you eat properly, your body will have extra energy to use to perform, the third eye activation, and so that you can see the visions. So you see, all the time you'll be able to do it. Breathing techniques can be used. You need to eat properly. And number 3, you need to learn activation of your chakras and need to master energy flow. What is activation of chakras? When these people, I know these people will say that chakras is demonic, is evil, is rubbish, but no, don't listen to them, okay? And I will explain it to you. Chakras means vortex. Chakras simply means vortex of energy, okay? Or circle of energy, that's the meaning. I just call it chakras because I wanted to get your attention. So there are different vortex of energy around the body. If your own is low current, you won't be able to activate your third eye. So the one for your spiritual eye is here, around this area. But it's not in the physical world, it's in the spiritual world. But it's here, like your inner man. Your inner man has a body. So the body of your inner man has a specific, circle here where it can take energy. That's what they call, the third eye chakra. Okay, the energy vortex of the spiritual eye. Once you know how to activate it, you will see visions properly. Once you learn how you move the energy through the chakras, it will work. And for those people that say, oh, they don't use chakras or they can prophesy, it's a lie. They use chakras, but they don't just know. After they've done their prayers and meditations, praying for hours, saying all kinds of things, they'll feel electricity in their body. Where do they think the electricity is coming from? They'll feel fire in their belly. They'll feel fire in their bones. They use those terms. They'll say they feel the anointing. Where do you think the anointing is coming from? The anointing is moving automatically without them knowing into their third eye. That's why they can see the visions. But ignorant people, we say no. Because they are not conscious of it, they feel like it's not working, that it doesn't exist. It's just like when someone says that, oh, the brain doesn't exist. The brain is not the one that is getting all the stimuli and controlling how the body works. That, oh, their body is just doing it because they don't know how it works. That's just how it seems to me when someone is saying, oh, I don't use chakras. Chakras is demon. You use chakras, but you don't just know about it. The difference between me and you is that I know how it works, but you are ignorant. You actually don't know how it works. All you just know is that you pray and you're just able to see the vision, but you don't really understand the operations. And that's why I can't really teach people like me. Everybody has the chakras. If your spiritual eye is open, you can literally see how the energy is flowing. These people do mind vacuum. They calm their mind. They'll say, just allow the information to come. Just wait. Mind vacuum. From mind vacuum, you enter into alpha brainwave state. From alpha brainwave state, but they don't know alpha brainwave state, but I know it. I know that I'm the scientist here. From alpha brainwave state, their hindbrain gets the information. And once their hindbrain gets the information, of course, it converts it to an image or a video. And this image or video comes forth through their third eye. through their spiritual eye. But that's because they've already done some exercises in the past that allows them to generate energy into their spiritual eye. That's just it. Words like, oh Lord, I want to see. Oh Lord, open my spiritual eye. Oh Lord, open. As they begin to say those words, the energy that they feel in their belly is moving to their third eye because of their desire. But now these people will come and say it's evil or it's demonic because I call it chakras. Instead of them to admit that they don't understand the workings, that I know it better than them. But they'll never want to admit. So, but me, those guys cannot teach you, but me, I'll teach you. I'll help you to understand the energy flow and how to activate the chakras. So that's why my people are getting fast results. So fast. It's not trial and error. Hoping. So if you ask me any question, I can tell you why this is happening and why this is not happening. Simple as ABC. So, third eye activation technique 2 that you need to understand. The last one is you need to understand aura and thought forms and egregores. I'm using these terminologies because I'm speaking English, right? I speak English. Do you understand? I don't speak Hebrew or Greek. And the people that really explain this concept are English speakers. And these are the names that they gave it. So I can't give it any other name because these are the, number one, I'm using these terminologies. Some people be like, where is egregores in the Bible? Where is thought forms in the Bible? Where is aura in the Bible? You can't find it in the Bible because when the Bible was written, it wasn't written in English, of course. It wasn't written in English. And now I'm trying to teach you in English. So I have to use the English words of these people. And these are even recent words, okay? But now let me define it for you. What are egregores? Egregores are beings or power centers created by a group of people that believe in a particular thing. So egregores are power centers created by a group of people. What are thought forms? Thought forms are basically created by individuals. What is aura? Aura is a field of energy that covers a human being. Do you understand? Now, it is this fourth one that is the most important among all these things, okay? Very important, and listen to me because I want to explain to you. You can do all these things and it won't work, and you wonder why. Why is it that these prophetic people, they gravitate towards themselves? They believe in the same group of people. I'll explain to you. First of all, let's talk about the egregores. The people in the prophetic, community, they have a group of people that they believe in, okay? That once they believe in that particular person or those particular group of people, they begin to get energy from them. And suddenly they are able to prophesy for some unknown reasons that you won't be able to explain. Why? Because the egregore is going to the energy's power center is going to have an effect on them. This takes us to the explanation of demons. Okay? What are demons? Demons are beings created by the minds of individuals that have effect on those individuals. So now we believe in these people that can prophesy, the ability to prophesy. Suddenly there is an energy of prophecy that can now have influence on you that will now enable you to be able to prophesy and to be able to see visions. I know you don't understand, but I'll explain it to you in my course if you join in my program. What are thought forms? A thought form is created, it's a field of energy created by you based on your thoughts and your own beliefs. So for example, if you believe that yes, you can prophesy accurately, you can prophesy now, the angels of prophecy will supply you with prophecy. The angels of prophecy will open your third eye. You'll begin to create thought forms, non-visible entities that will have an influence upon you. You created these thoughts, but these thoughts will have an influence upon you. And this thought will now enable you to activate your third eye and see visions. This is how the system actually works. So for you to be able to do these things, you need to get connected to a power center. So you only be able to prophesy based on the power center you are connected to. Yes, there are different power centers. So if you begin to follow a man of God that cannot really prophesy well, you won't prophesy well, you won't, because you'll be connected to his power center. But if you are connected to men of God that can actually prophesy well, you'll be able to prophesy well. But this now creates an issue because in the prophetic community, there are some groups of people that can actually prophesy well, but their behavior is questionable, right? So some people will now run away from them and be like, oh, let me go and follow the ones that can't prophesy well, but their behavior is okay. Maybe I will be able to prophesy accurately and be morally okay. No, you will not. You will not be able. If you follow a spiritual leader that cannot prophesy accurately very well, you will not be able to get access to the power center that will enable you to prophesy. This is how these things work. So it is better for you to follow a man of God because you want to get connected to the power center of prophecy, right? Yeah. So you must be connected to the man of God that can actually prophesy, not the one that is moral and, cannot prophesy. And you thinking that, oh, you're going to find your way around it. You will not be able to find your way around it. Now, I'm not saying everybody that can prophesy accurately are not better morally than the other ones. No, I'm just telling you what I observe. So this is the most important thing. The egregors, the thought forms. Now, egregors are more powerful than thought forms because egregors are created by a group of people. So based on their belief system. So it's very strong and it works well. But thought forms can be created by you. Okay. But it takes a while for your thought form to work. It takes a while for it to work, to generate your own thought form that will be so powerful. So, but still, your thought form will have an influence upon you based on your own belief system. Now, the aura, the last point. Your aura is the field of energy around you. It can be weak or strong based on your thoughts. Okay. So your aura is directly connected to your thought forms, to the beliefs. The thoughts you have take shape and form. So if you believe that, yes, your thought eye is going to be open, and if you believe in my teachings, you create a thought form that will now have influence on your aura. Your aura will now start glowing bright, and anytime you want to prophesy, it opens immediately. Why? Because of the thought form. So in this case, it's not a demon that is having control over you. When people say that, oh, they are possessed by the devil, something, that a demon is affecting them, what they forget to know is that that demon was created by them actually through their own thoughts. Demons of gambling, demons of lust, demons of whatever. It was created by them. Then it now starts having influence upon them. So to now feel like something is oppressing them, whereas they made it by themselves. But the thought form is usually close to your vicinity. So you can also create a thought form of prophecy. You can get connected to, energy centers, power centers of prophecy. This is the main thing that actually makes people to prophesy. So if you see all these prophets and you say they are evil, they are fake, they are not real, you'll be disconnected automatically from the thought form and from the power center of prophecy. You will not be able to prophesy. You will not be able to see visions. You would not. You won't. It won't work. I hope you understand. So this is how you can activate your third eye. This is a mini coaching on prophecy. So if you need more help, reach out to me. I'll explain it to you properly. I understand these things, how they really work. I'm not doing guesswork. So if that's it, I'll see you soon. Also, don't forget to watch the other videos on my channel. They are really helpful. Okay? I'll see you soon.